We are here with Hawaii head coach Robyn Ah Mow and student athletes Jacyn Bamis and Caylen Alexander after a 3-2 win in the semifinals of the Hawaiian Islands presents the 2024 Outrigger Big West Women's Volleyball Championship. First, coach, just an opening statement about tonight's match.
I don't know. It was definitely a dogfight on both sides. I think both teams was in it and playing hard. Especially that fit set, just going back and forth. I mean, if you look at the stats, like you can't even tell like who won. You know, it's kind of like all the same. But thank goodness it came out in our favor, and yeah, I'm definitely happy.
Open it up to questions.
Yeah, Coach, we've talked all year about, your 3 returning players that have been through all of this, and then you have a whole bunch of fresh kids on the team that are going to get a lot of learning experiences going into this. Stella and Jacyn tonight, especially in that 5th set, can you just talk about what they did for you in that deciding set with really the whole season on the line?
Yeah, I mean, Stella's was a little bit struggling, a little struggling. Like Coach Calif said, he read the stats, and I don't really look at stats. He was like, Stella, you was hitting negative, and you came out, I think he said 2-something? 250. Well, I think maybe on the 5th set alone, I don't know.
Yeah.
And that's just, the fight. I told them before we came in, I was like, I'm going to push you guys, and I'm going to bring you in. I'm going to talk to you, whatever I need to do, because it's game time. It's one game. Lose it and you're out. But this one over here, I'm like, hey, you just gotta, at the last 5, I think outside trail hand dress, you gotta go trail hand. Ball ends up in the back corner, doing, just doing their job. Hopefully they can do them earlier tomorrow and not so much like Fitz said. But she did it. They're setting threes. She's playing awesome. One-on-one blocking that, she's just doing her job when it really, really matters. So, yeah, hats off to them.
This question's for Jacyn, and I think Coach kind of answered it in her response, but you really turned it on in sets 3 on. And you ended with 15 kills, hitting just under 450. It is very noticeable that you're beginning to step it up 1 level, 2 level, 3 level. What brought you to that point to push your performance even higher late in that match?
Yeah, like Coach said, it's either one game and done or you keep going. So I just really wanted it, and I wanted all of us to keep going. So yeah, just focusing on what I need to focus on and being more disciplined on what I need to be more disciplined on.
Caylen, that last kill at match point, were you sure right away it was in, or were you, when they went to challenge, did you have to worry a little bit?
I was a little nervous, but my teammates were telling me it was in, so I believed them, so I was happy.
I got bad eyes and I was like, Josh, you end up with 50, 29 to 10, 15, only 2 errors, 440. That's set her more.
Okay, in the 5th set, you guys just played so confidently and you took these really big aggressive rips. My question is, where does that confidence come from? Like yourself, your team, just how do you derive that confidence?
I think it's just all of us just sticking together. I think that's been the biggest focus for our team so far. Is how do we face adversity as a team and not as individuals. So it's just been coming together in a huddle when we're down and we're in a tough moment, and just talking about what our game plan is. What did we come here to do? And I think that for all of us, just looking at Taylor and Kate, none of us wanted that to be their last game. So it was just kind of we have to go now.
Yeah, and definitely worrying about what's on our side, because at the end of the day, we're playing together. We're not playing with other teams. So yeah, just worrying about what's on our side.
Go ahead.
You talk about the defense here too tonight, because you had your littles behind the block, Taylor and Victoria, but even Kate, double-digit kills, 86 total digs, and I know you actually had higher numbers this year, believe it or not, but phenomenal defense.
Yes. We knew we were gonna have to eat. Davis is a really good team, and so defense is all a mindset. You can try and teach it all you want, but and that's Hawaii's thing. We're gonna dig every single ball and at least give ourselves a chance to keep playing. So just that mindset of we're here to play. It was really helpful.
Taylor came up with some digs. I mean, 3 was banging balls. It's and then Taylor comes up with like, it's not just straight down the line, it's like offline balls and just, I think 2 or 3 balls that made a big difference. Big difference, I think.
Especially maybe in the third set, they tie it 1-1, and you guys come out and it seemed like that was the third set where the defense, where you guys had some unbelievable saves, led the rallies that you guys were able to put down. Just what'd you think of the response from the team in that third set after dropping the second?
Yeah, I know, I'm happy, like, you know, even if we're going and we're like digging and we like don't come up with the rally, it is what it is. Like they're groveling and playing defense. That's what, you know, us as coaches, we want to see.
I'm curious about the dynamic in the locker room, like, let's say before the finals tomorrow, what's gonna be the energy like or the dynamic in the locker room to kind of get you set? You guys.
I wouldn't know, guys.
I feel like just being excited, you know, like we can't come in flat, and we've been talking about it this whole entire season. We need to have more urgency, coming out strong from the beginning. So obviously just getting excited in the locker room and taking it out onto the court.
It's definitely going to be energetic. Cal Poly is like a really fun team to play, especially in this like moment. So very excited energy going into tomorrow.
Well, speaking of the energy, you know, from the fourth set, even though you eventually lost the set, you guys seemed so composed. You weren't worried, you weren't stressed. Meanwhile, the crowd's clutching their chest going, oh my God. And you just did your business and did your job. How do you keep that composure? What do you do to your players to get them to just focus and finish it off?
I don't know about you, but I was clenching.
Yeah,
Well,
I feel like
Yeah.
for our whole entire season has been like flush it, like I'm not gonna say it, but just, you know, flush it real quick. Like you don't have to reminisce on the last ball, like it's the last point, just flush it and continue on with the next play. So I think that's what we did in that set, and we continued on, even if we were doing bad, even if we hit a ball out, just keep playing.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Do either of you feel like this season has prepared you with everything you've been through? I think this is the 11th five-set match you guys have played. But just with everything you guys have been through this season, do you feel like that all had prepared you for this moment tonight?
Definitely.
Yes, literally gearing up, like as soon as we started walking out for the fifth setter, like, come on, this is where we thrive.
Yes,
like
this
this
is where
was, you know, we get excited for fifth setters now because we know like it's that
We're just kidding.
Coach, do you get excited for fifth setters?
No, I get it. It's a different excitement.
Yeah.
But no, not if we kind of do our job, you know, in the beginning. But I get excited. But it's like I said in the beginning, from, you know, day one in August, like it's a young team, you know, and we just got to stay behind them and just keep going and keep pushing them. We push these girls to like places that, whoo boy, but look at them, you know, they're resilient. And that's what, you know, us as coaches, we want to do. Is, like, we still, you know, praise them and stuff, but we got to push them. So.
I'm good.
Defending champion Hawaii takes on regular season champion Cal Poly on Saturday at 5 o'clock in the championship match. Best of luck, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.